Well, all right, welcome everyone to today's live stream. Below Zero, you see I've got a sea monkey friend here giving me something already. I'm hoping everything's going good for you, and I'm hoping we are functioning and live like we're supposed to be. So let's just see. So yes, it looks like we're good. Hi everyone, let's say hi. Let's of course Xbox, thanks for joining, man. You guys have been chatting already. Sevenator, Merrick, Aiden, Sanchez. I was kind of browsing real quickly through the chat. I think somebody's talking about Chipotle, and that seems to be the main topic. Hazane, thanks for joining in. Chipotle, yeah. James Davis Gaming, hello. I've never eaten Chipotle. Just like I saw briefly in chat, somebody talk about Chipotle, you know, being made fun of in South Park. I have never eaten Chipotle myself. I've eaten similar places, you know, other restaurants that are similar to that, but not Chipotle itself. And I mean, not say in South Park, but from other places I've heard other stuff as like, you know, maybe it doesn't sound like the food's that great of quality compared to some of these other places I've eaten from and they actually care to go and eat from again. So I am not jumping at the opportunity to go find a Chipotle somewhere to eat. I have enough hot stuff. If I want to make myself sick to the stomach, I can eat something else. And you know what? I'm gonna go. We're gonna start by grabbing some more sea monkeys because I need supplies, and it seems now I'm at that point where sea monkeys are the most reliable way to get a lot of titanium going until the game's done and I'm ready to mod it. But yeah, we're gonna get some sea monkeys, put them out, put more out around the new base because they did well. Not the fastest thing, but it is a lot better than going wandering around looking for metal salvage that's not there, more titanium deposits that are not there, getting tons of copper and stuff like that that you don't need. Yeah, so we're gonna get some sea monkeys, see if I can coerce them into focusing on titanium a bit, and maybe that will alleviate my need for titanium just a tiny bit, just enough. 2 that are over there is not enough. We're gonna go with like, let's get 4 out of the batch here with no real penalty. Might be able to get 6. I'll get as many as I can. We're gonna go drop them off, get them bringing me supplies, and then we'll continue on to trying to build some today, because again, I'm still out of titanium. You know, it's so hard to find titanium in Below Zero compared to original Subnautica. There's just not a surplus. Oh no, and I'm dying already, aren't I? Nope, I did not die already, but it's bugged. That is, the last update has bugged so many things in the game now. Look at this, I'm stuck again. I'm running. Alright, we're gonna have to go get that. There we go. I think this should still work. I can type. I'm not going too high. There we go. So that it knows I'm in water. Maybe we get an update very soon that fixes all of these things, because that is getting so annoying that I'm taking so much injury and having so many problems like that for something that shouldn't be happening. Alright, but yeah, 3 titanium, that's all I've got, so not stealing that. I'm gonna leave that in case I do need it here at some point. And we'll grab some food while I am here. Oh, God. I'm getting so used to the controls in Subnautica again. Not Below Zero controls. And the controls in Subnautica, original Subnautica, are so much better, in my opinion, all around than what they've done with Below Zero. You know, there's certain things I do like from Below Zero, but for the most part, I think they did a better job in the original game with controls instead of reversing as much as they did for Below Zero. They should have just stuck with the original controls. It's better. Just better in the end. Less confusing. Alright, back to lettuce. The lettuce base. So, hi guy. Yeah, you haven't seen you in a while and changed your name a little bit. Hi Alexander. Pierre, thanks for joining in. Rain. Yeah, right now, I mean, I'm not gonna say Subnautica beats Subnautica Below Zero because Subnautica Below Zero is still in development. They're still working on it. They may pull through in the end and make Subnautica Below Zero better than the first one, but as it sits right now, remembering back to early access with Subnautica, I still think Subnautica Original is going to beat Below Zero in the long run. They're going to have to do some major overhauls on certain things. I mean, lots of bugs that got fixed, but they're just going to have to fix the Sea Truck. The Sea Truck's just not as useful of a vehicle as the Sea Moth or the Cyclops. I'm so waiting for somebody to say, hey, we made a mod, here's the Cyclops in Below Zero, and that's going to be one of the top downloaded mods guaranteed for this game. If somebody gets that to work, it will be a absolute top used mod for it. Get away from all of them. Yep, there it goes. One of them got a hit. They're so much louder. It's like the audio's not as balanced anymore with this last update. They did change certain creatures and their characteristics, like their sounds and such. Definitely seems like the cryptos are louder than before, and it doesn't seem to have as noticeable of a difference based on your distance from them. Like, yeah, you can still hear it quieter in the distance, but they're so loud when they're like just right next to you, and then like 20 meters away they're still as loud as being right next to you. It seems like they changed the audio and didn't balance the audio, and I can repair again. It stopped working recently, or it wouldn't let me repair it anymore. Alright, move that back just so it doesn't get damaged. And yeah, I'm not going to place down any more sea monkey. I'm not going to produce sea monkeys here. I can go somewhere else and get that, but we are going to drop some more in. And I need to tell them what to do. So easiest way is titanium ingot, because they'll bring raw titanium to me. And that's kind of what I need. Like, see right there, he's working. He's doing a good job. That's a good boy. I wish I could pet you. I still say we need some kind of positive, negative reinforcement for the sea monkeys. We can pet the, is it trivalves? You play with them like you could the cuttlefish. But look at it. They bring you stuff. It's like stalkers, but they're nice. As long as you are infected with the alien intelligence. Once you get Alan out of your brain, they don't do this anymore. But I would think that at the least the tame ones should still do it. The ones you raise should continue to function like this as a replacement for stalkers, and for the fact that they help bring supplies in a game that very much lacks supplies availability when you start actually really building in the game. And I know that's water. Not quite done. We'll come back. We'll drop some titanium off. And not that way. We'll go this way. Look at that. That tiny bit of titanium. I have more silver than I have titanium. That's usually never been the case in original Subnautica. Never had a problem where I was like, oh, I've got way too much silver. Not enough titanium. I hear you. Come here. Bad monkey! Supposed to bring me titanium, not quartz. Bad monkey. What are you doing over here? Get over here. Stop playing with the fish. Oh. Alright. There we go. I beat you to it. They also need to fix that. If you take it from their hand before this happens, they need to fix it so they realize, you know, like it goes right into the animation for like, yay, you took it. Not sit there and get disappointed because you didn't take their empty air. Well, I want... What do you think? We need more lights down here now. I'm thinking... Get to... We need proper upside down lighting. That's what we need. I need a way to mount lights like this upside down. Or sideways. On the side. Facing down. That's what we're missing. That. Like right there. I need that mounting option. I want to be able to aim it down and highlight the stuff below. You think you'd have some kind of lighting option for lighting stuff below, at least in the moon pool area, to make sure it's better lit up before you drop out of the moon pool. Thank you, my sweet monkey. Somebody else bringing one? Nope. Yeah, we need lights on this. Actually, it'd be good to have circular lights that could fit right in there. Kind of like the spotlights. Ooh, actually give us the little rotating spotlights, but they can mount upside down. And think about it, you put one on each corner or one on each end by where the ladder is, like right here. And it tracks potential threats. That would be actually really useful right there. Hey, come here. Yeah, I see it. There you go. Thank you. And like that, I've already received more titanium than if I went looking for it myself in the same amount of time.
Captain.
I think sea monkeys are going to be the long-term solution for non-modding in this game if you need titanium. Alright, what are we going to build? We need to build the living area a bit more. I finished that partially last time, I think. I know I need more tables. Oh yeah, I need another desk over here. That's what was. I got part of it was still not finished. We're gonna put another desk. This is gonna be our like kiosk type desk. Like, hey, we're gonna hang out here, check your email, talk to your family back home, whatever, you know, sort of thing. You can come here, sit down, you get around it, and view the mistiness outside. So we got, yeah, I got all those. The sign, picture frame will work. Sure, we'll do picture frames. Of course, I need copper wire. I should be able to handle that. Sub big enough to fit a sea moth and prawn suit. I mean, technically you could do that in the game, but you gotta think back to, you're either going to sacrifice space for other items, like you're not going to have room to build as much custom stuff in there. If you have like 2 vehicle bays in a sub, or the sub's going to be a lot bigger. And that's one of their excuses for not having the Cyclops in Below Zero, is some of the areas are a little bit more of a tight fit, even with, like, say, a short sea truck. So putting the Cyclops in, you would have areas where you wouldn't be able to go in the game, which, man, I can understand, hey, we're going to put the Cyclops in to make it where you can't go to certain areas with it. I'm fine with that. I understand that. But, same time, we can still use it in other areas where it will fit, and from there, drop off the prawn suit, drop off the sea moth, like we did in the original game, and go into the areas that are not accessible by the Cyclops. So the Cyclops is too big for this game, too big for some of the map areas. I call that like just a cheap excuse. That is not the reason why. They just wanted to do something different, and you know, with the sea truck, and unfortunately most players are not enjoying the sea truck. So instead of saying, okay, we'll bring back the other stuff, no, they're doubling down on it and saying, well, this is one of the reasons why we didn't do it. I don't think that's the case. I don't buy that as being a legit reason why they said we're not going to use the Cyclops in this game. It feels more like, based on just everything combined, and I've said this in the past, it seems like the resource availability is not as abundant as the first game. Of course, you know, part of that is the scrap metal that was missing from the game for a long time and now is in the game, but in very limited quantity. It feels like they don't want you to build as much in this game. I mean, yes, we've got more building options, but it feels like they don't want you building a lot. They don't want you building big in this game, but the first game accommodated that more, despite the fact that they probably didn't plan for that. And now they're like, no, we want you to focus more on the story, which they're redoing because people didn't like. I feel like, yeah, it's more of a case they probably are, you know, just they're pushing you more to the story rather than saying just keep playing endlessly. But that's the big appeal to Subnautica, and ultimately what would be Below Zero is the ability to build bases and go build another base and another base. And if you're struggling to get resources, that's where people turn to mods and other things to fix what to them becomes an issue with the game. Dark Horse, thank you for the subscribe if you were with us. Like this, I'm on, it's here season, my 8th or 9th playthrough of Subnautica now with the new modded series. And I did 3 or 4 full playthroughs once the story was finished with Subnautica before I ever modded anything. And so I got a lot of game time unmodded in Subnautica. But Below Zero, this is the unmodded game time. Once it's full release, if they haven't fixed the sea truck, they haven't done a major overhaul and made it more functional and fix some of the other problems, I'll be modding this right away. It will be, oh wait, full release, sea truck's still the same, I'm modding to fix the sea truck. That'll be the first thing I do. This is, you know, unless things change, this will be the only vanilla playthrough I do, is in early access stuff. Because I can't stand the sea truck. Going back to now playing Subnautica modded, original game modded, and having the sea moth again, the Cyclops again, it is a night and day difference between this and those vehicles, and how good they function compared to how badly this functions. I mean, granted, they're not perfect, you know. None of the vehicles, when you look at it, are really built for, like, a long-term type expedition. You got a submarine in the first game, meant for 3 people to man it, but there's no place for 3 people to sleep. It's meant to be, it's designed in a way that says, this is a sub you take out for a few hours of work and then bring right back. This is not something you say, we're going to go out for a week and then come back. It's like, it's a utility vehicle. It's not an RV camper. And it's the same thing with the sea truck. The sea truck is a short-term utility vehicle. It's not a mobile base. It is not a long-term work from this base, you know, this thing as a base type setup. It is a go out, do a few things, come back, and drop your stuff off. Then repeat. And that's honestly how the Cyclops is designed too. It's not designed in a way to be, hey, we're living this for a few days. It's just same thing. We don't have to sleep in the game, If we had to sleep in the game, the Cyclops would be differently designed. It would have a built-in bed. Because if sleep was a requirement for health purposes, there would be beds in the Cyclops. And beds as in 3 because it's supposed to be for a 3-man crew.
Seek fluid intake.
We'd have a default, you have to have a sleeper module attached to the sea truck. But sleep's not a requirement in this game. They didn't go that focused on realism. And it's the same with vehicle designs. Vehicles are not designed for realism. They're not designed for a logical approach to realism. Sea truck is the best example of that because it's not designed like a submersible would be designed because it's inefficient use of space in it. You know, you don't send a rover to Mars, as I've said, with a big panel that's missing storage or missing tools because you want it to look decorative. You send a rover to Mars that's fully decked with every possible bit of space used because it's meant to go up there and stay up there. It is not meant to be just, hey, throw it up there and, oh, we could have put this thing on there if we had not left that big open space there. That's not how it's done. The same thing with submarines, submersible vehicles. You fill in every bit of space possible. Real life, movies, all the same. Subnautica, not done that way. I don't even... So, S-Boss, you're playing Minecraft again. Okay. I'm not sure where the dark humor part's coming in. Beast Ramen, I am, well, I'm not listening. I don't hear the chat being talked to me, but I am reading the chat when I get a moment. I try to respond to chat, but it's not like I'm playing I'm not playing Fortnite where I play a match and then the match is over and there's downtime before the next match. It's a constant, you know, bit of gameplay. This is a different style of game than the ones that have defined start and stop points in rounds where it's like, oh, yep, all right, well, that match is over. So I'll sit here and look at the chat for 3 minutes till the next round starts. This is, you know, if I stop, I'm not getting anything done, and there's nothing, I'm not waiting on anything necessarily. So it's constant, you know, keep playing, keep doing stuff. And right now I'm trying to constantly get titanium again. Did I lose some of... Oh, he's stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's 6? Did I lose one already? I think I lost one already. Come on. Bring me stuff. I mean, we're moving along. Oh wait, I've got 5. They're probably not going to bring any more unless it's just the random chance.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, so there we go. That's, if you want titanium, drop a bunch of sea monkeys out with titanium ingots as your target, and they'll bring you titanium a lot faster than you can find elsewhere, it seems. Let's see, I'm gonna need 3. How do I want to do the tables here? I guess I want to do it lined up, so I'll do 3 more tables. And I want to keep these. I don't know why they're turned off. They should have been on. We gotta have it smelling nice in this place. Gotta make sure. Yeah, I see that mistiness right there coming out. So we'll do that. Oh, and now I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go over there and find out I'm out of quartz too. I had... That's one glass. It's 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so I am fine. And that... I think the little aroma therapy lamps are just 1 titanium? I think that's all it was. Again, I mean, not taking offense, I understand, you know, but it's a case of, you know, focal point. I mean, if they're focusing on the game, they're not focusing on chat as much, and there's other streamers that, you know, depending on the game they play, they can focus on the chat more and not be focused as much on what they're doing in the game. I try to focus on the gameplay because you're here to watch me chat. We'll just not have the game going, and I'll sit here with Timmy in my lap and we'll just chat. You're here because I'm playing Subnautica below zero. So we're playing Subnautica below zero. I mean, there are other streamers and YouTubers that do that when they're streaming, but I've also watched plenty of streamers that 30 minutes don't even look at the chat, that have sat there, and, you know, that's people who are not even, you know, it's not a matter of the chat's going too fast, it's just a matter of they're not focused on the chat. They're saying they're focused on the game they're doing. Instead of it being a case of, oh yeah, I'm going to, you know, it's a personal preference between streamers. For me, you're here to watch the gameplay, and I'm talking to you as part of it, but if it was just me chatting, I'd be just chatting. I wouldn't be doing below zero. It wouldn't make a difference if it was No Man's Sky, if it was Minecraft, if it was, you know, some completely weird game that nobody knows about. People would join in just to watch the chat. It's the reason there's so many people watching right now is because I'm doing below zero. So I'm playing the game below zero. Or not. Yeah. Beast Ramen, I am responding, but again, it is personal preference. I mean, if all you want me to do is sit here and watch the chat the whole time, then, you know, this is what will happen. And again, there are streamers that do that. I've watched streamers that, you know, in a 3-hour stream do less work than I do in 30 minutes because they are spending more time chatting than anything else. But then I've also watched streamers that don't even look at the chat but once every 30 minutes because they get to a point where they can stop focusing on the game and look at the chat for a moment. Where'd they go? Hey, one. Alright, seriously. Well, I want lights. Where'd they go? There they are. We need, I need collars for them. Like little LED flashing collars so I can look and say, hey, look, there's a little flashy light. Like you'd put on a dog, you know, so you can see him outside at night. Yeah, I need blinky collars for my sea monkeys. Why are you swimming past me like you want to give me the titanium, but then don't? You gave me titanium. You are just ignoring me with that titanium. I'm taking it. Give it. There. Okay, so that's a decent start. What can we do beyond this? I can't build that direction because it's not going to let me place anything down because of the fact that it's to do with the... Well, actually, it is letting me build out there. That's interesting. It wasn't doing that before. It was acting like that was too far over the edge because of the ground level. To do more solar panels. What else can we do here?
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Man, I could do a scanner room just for the fact that it would be interesting to see the look of everything. I wonder if I could fit that in between these two buildings. I don't think it will work because of that extension it has to add for it. Yeah, it's not going to work because it won't connect directly to it. It'll stick it out too far. I tried to build further out that way. It won't work because of the new height building restriction. Where can we put a scanner room? So I have a scanner room where we can see how it looks with the little sonar layout thing. Maybe I'll just do it over this side. I can't even tell if it's going to let me actually target. Let's see, how did I get out there? Did I leave a hatch over here? No, I did not. I think I'm going to do it that way. We're going to do it on the other side of the control room. So, one more. 2 copper, 1 gold. Gold, and somewhere around here I have a table coral sample, I think. Possibly not. I don't. So I'm gonna need table coral samples. I'm not even gonna take the storage modules. Just want to grab. Wait. Why does it feel like I'm moving the same speed as the storage modules attached? It doesn't feel like I'm moving any faster with those storage modules attached to this. It feels like I'm moving the exact same speed. I've always noticed a difference with those storage modules. Like, oh yes, this is so much better, but this feels like I'm moving the same speed. This doesn't feel right. Oh, there we go. Just get. We'll grab one, and then if I can, I'll grab some more. There we go. Okay. Quick look around. That. No. But then another thing I'm running out of that they don't seem to want you to have plenty of in this game is table coral samples. Original game, all over the place. Below 0, start to run out very quickly. And he's right by. Ow! I knew it. As soon as I slowed down, he was going to get me. All right, we got 2. And this will be the last one. Back to my Iceberg lettuce base. Yeah, I'm definitely not moving that much faster with no modules because they were staying too close behind me right there. Something's not working right. Who's cat pitcher? We don't talk about cat pitchers here. We talk about Timmy pitchers, dog pitchers. We have a dog, right, Timmy? Like whatever. I just there you go. Ooh, there you go. Forget sea monkeys. I have a
Welcome
monkey
aboard,
dog.
Captain.
Dog monkey. That's it. Here's my dog monkey. All right, I have a surplus of this. Timmy, you want more? Oh, come on. Hey. Hey, look here. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, there you go. Yes, it's Spots. It's okay if you have me for the background noise. That's fine. Don't talk. Fitness is passion. What? Okay. All right. So Merrick, you're a heavier person. You're saying. So yeah, don't talk. Let's not like. We don't judge people for being, you know, who they are. I mean, you don't know if there's a reason why somebody is overweight, underweight. You know, it's dude, Bozeman, the Black Panther guy, he passed away recently. He had cancer. And there were so many things talk about, while he was dealing with it, people were insulting, the pictures of him and everything, saying, look at him, he must be on drugs, stuff like that. And it wasn't drugs. He was on drugs, but it was for cancer. You don't know what somebody's going through, so let's not judge people. Sanchez, thank you. Xbox Gaming cannot poop, so constipation. Well, I mean, if you really want to poop, I guess maybe that's why you were talking about Chipotle earlier. You wanted to get some because South Park said it would make you, poop yourself. Eat something really spicy, something spicier than what you normally would eat. Something outside your normal tolerance level, and it's not gonna make it comfortable, but don't take time to chew it, just swallow it down, because that way all the capsaicin, the stuff that's gonna cause the heat, is gonna be hitting your stomach, not so much your mouth, not your mouth, your throat, because you're chewing it up thoroughly. It's gonna be hitting your stomach, and you're gonna get sick feeling, and it's going to make you like hurt, but it also should make you have to use the bathroom really bad. All right, so we got this nice map. It's not showing this one, but you see, it does give a nice little visual representation without using free cam to show. That's how thick it is from this side to that side. It's only slightly thicker than my iceberg that I'm building on. Like right there. Slightly thicker than my iceberg. And you're on the inside of the basin. And that is right in the area where the Snow Fox base is. So it would not be hard for me to, build in a way that if there wasn't a height restriction in the game, let's put it that way, they've got things restricted. You can't build too tall anymore. That's why I'm not working on the lily pad base. If there wasn't a restriction like that and I could build taller, I'd build across. I'd build a little thing and ultimately do like a ladder climb down into the glacial basin there. So it's just, climb up a ladder, walk across to the top of the wall there, walk inside, climb down, and right there, done. I'd have a very expansive base only because it would make it easy to get into the glacial basin from there. Granted, it's already easy to get in anyway, but it'd be an interesting other route to take. There we go, got water. Much faster when it's actually in the water. We'll drop these off. And I think this is why I took it from earlier. We'll keep that one. Alright, so I need magnetite. And we'll do some... We're going to do 4 ranged upgrades because I want magnetite for that so I can see... I want to get, like, the best range we can on that room. So, we'll drop some stuff off. Yeah, food level's getting a little low. We might as well take salad as well. I've got water. We'll take salad. To have a few. Yeah, there we go. A salad. That's my reactors. This seems to be the one that's draining first. And the other one's not even being touched. And then we got all those solar panels. I've got copper. I've got quartz. Actually, I might be a little low on quartz compared to what I should be at. But yeah, magnetite. Need magnetite. I'm trying to think. What's gonna be the easiest place to go for magnetite? It's confusing going from below 0 to Subnautica and then back to below 0, then back to Subnautica. It's actually confusing me more now. Because I'm trying to remember where everything is, and I'm thinking, now, magnetite, I can go to the jelly shrimp cave. Wait, no, I can't do that anymore. I can't do that now. Ghost peppers cleared the poop chute very quickly. Yes, thank you for that, Butter Tactical. I mean, it doesn't have to be ghost pepper. If your tolerance is habanero, then you do that. You know, habanero pepper. Again, don't chew, just swallow down quickly, and instead of it burning your mouth and throat, it's going to burn your insides, and that's where you're going to be running to the bathroom. You'll be probably cramping really bad, you're probably going to have cold sweats, things like that, but you'll poop pretty quickly. You might be pooping a lot, too. So, yeah, that should clear you out. If you need to do a colon cleanse... Actually, yeah, there is one. I don't have it where I can grab it. Actually, I think I'm about out. But there is a hot sauce I've tried. I think I still have maybe a little bit. That the brand is Professor Fart Pounder. And it's done like an old... Like, if you're familiar with Old West type stuff... the style of a snake oil salesman type person going out selling, this elixir of snake oil that prevent you from getting gangrene or whatever in the Old West, or in Outlaws of the Old West game, they had the Sasquatch repellent with the snake oil salesman. So it's designed to look like that, and it's Professor Fart Pounder's elixir of capsaicin extremis, and it's called the colon cleanser. That's actually the name. Is Professor Fart Pounder's colon cleanser, and it's just done in such a nice way to look like an old style, snake oil salesman type packaging. Like, hey, I'm selling you this, something you see like a door-to-door salesman, but it's actually called the colon cleanser, so, you can always try that one if you're having some constipation issues. It says it will clean your colon. It has never done that for me, but it might for you if you don't have a tolerance of hotter stuff. And I'm really letting my water drop as much as I can. Lithium. Okay, yeah, lithium and this one. Oh, where is it? There's one I know around here that I was able to find magnetite. Oh! Is he attacking me or attacking the wall there? I'm not sure he actually attacked me. I think he was like... He thought about attacking me, but then he attacked something along the cliff there. somewhere there is one, if I remember right, that had magnetite in it. One of these, and I feel like it might be the other spot that leads down the other direction into the prawn suit mine. I want to say that's where it is, but I think I'm about to start dehydrating here. Oh yeah, one. So let's go ahead and drink.
Vital signs
Timmy!
stabilizing.
You don't need any water right now. You know where your water is, but you can have a treat. Alright, he gets treats with that hand. I'm doing my treats with this hand. Brand new batch, just started last week. Carolina Reaper cheese balls. That's not so bad on one side, but it's bad on the other side. Spicy fruit salad, in-game, Carolina Reaper cheese ball here. I think I chewed enough. Probably not. Nobody cares about whole fish. That's why they're in there to go in the grinder. They're like floating versions of the brain tree or brain corals. That's all the whole fish are. You care about whole fish, you gotta care about brain corals. I mean, yes, they're beneficial to sit there and keep you oxygenated. Oh, here we go. There's a hiccup. Keep you oxygenated, but they're also the newest set of eggs we can find and hatch in the game. So they're getting turned into compost. Ooh, that was a strong hiccup. Ugh. I swear it was one of these I remember seeing. Some magnetite. Oh, I'm in the right area, but I don't think I came in the right way. Ow! Getting out of the way. That's not working so well. Alright, and hiccups are gone. There's just like 3 or 4 hiccups, I'm fine. Just hung up on something. Alright, I'm gonna go around the other side. I know there's somewhere I found a bunch of magnetite in one of these little areas, unless I am confusing it with lithium, but I am pretty sure there was a spot. One of those vent type areas, I was like going through it, there's like, oh hey, all this magnetite, and that's where I was stocking up before. Which scenes? Oh yeah, sorry. You don't want to see Tiny Tim? I won't show him anymore. I mean, I don't have to. He's just kind of hangs out with me. And I thought people like to see him. I mean, he is kind of not interesting when he just lays there, I understand. Oh. Hey, is this it? This one of them? That might be the one I'm looking for. Where did it go? Where did it go? Because there's... I want to say it wasn't even all the way down in the crevice. It was just Topside area I could find some, but then again I did clear a bunch out, so there may not be any fresh spawns for it. Okay. Try not to get cooked. Diamond, so I am at least getting something different. Okay. More diamond. I don't think this is the one I was looking for. But good to know they've got a spot right in the middle, specifically for you to maneuver around and not be burned. That's exactly where I need the reinforced dive suit. Another bite. Oh, not even as far over as I thought I was. Maybe it's through this area. Where? Yeah, because this has got to be one of the areas I was finding it, because this is where I have all the gold and silver, and I'm getting stuck. Oh, I think this is also the one where it has that drop down to one of the alien artifacts. Yeah, it's the one reading right here to the edge. I'll repair at least while I have a moment. Whole fish lives matter. No. Whole fish lives don't matter. Except to other whole fish. And I don't think you're a whole fish. And cheese ball, I mean, I guess cheese balls, it depends on, like, who makes the cheese balls. I know there's some cheese balls that it's like, that's just tastes like it's nothing but artificial junk. These are not like that. These have a nice cheesy taste to them, but at the same time, that Carolina Reaper mix on it does kind of take away some of the flavor aspect and make it a little bit more about the fact that your mouth is burning up. I don't remember that there was magnetite in the prawn suit cave itself. I may have just cleared all the magnetite if I'm in the right area. It's kind of hard to tell in some cases if I'm actually going to be hurt. Like that, I know is going to hurt right there. Big explosion. And then it kind of dies off there at the end. Like, is that actually going to hurt? Or is it, like, that okay to go through? I guess just try it, and if you get burned alive, hope you saved. I came out a different way. I haven't been grabbing any of these, because generally I don't get what I need. That's several pieces of titanium in a row. Huh. Okay, 1 gold. One silver. Alright, you know what? Easy option. while I have so much. Just gonna go to this base because I'm pretty sure I've got magnetite over there. And we're just gonna get 4 pieces of magnetite. May actually go ahead and make the range stuff here. I'll just go back because I want to have that decorative look to it, not so much just wandering around trying to find it. I'll get more later. I'll remember magnetite, I need to get some. I don't know if you're not a whole fish. I'm assuming you're not. I mean, I didn't do any research. I'm just taking a guess that because you're talking, you know, or you're chatting, that you have some way to manipulate the keyboard. And whole fish don't seem to have the right appendage for that. Oh, maybe you're sitting there pecking at it with your tongue or your mouth, and you are a whole fish. But as far as typing with fingers, you don't. Yeah, I don't think whole fish has fingers. There we go. Yeah. And I can't even see anything over here. Seems like they made it span more than in the original game now that I'm actually playing both again. And I don't have my copper that I had before. Yeah, it seems like this covers a larger area of the room. Like that is, it almost makes you not want to use the, or at least makes me not want to use the range upgrade because it's covering up so much space. It's in the way. Like, can I turn the display thing off? That could be an interesting option. Have it where it like, you know, you turn it on and turn it off. So when you don't need it, it's not covering up the whole room where you can actually see stuff. Yeah, I'll check my water. I think I was running low on water. Yeah, I need to leave some water here. There we go. And there. Whole fish for president. I mean, that could be an okay thing there. It's not going to be able to say anything bad. I mean, it won't say anything stupid. It won't say anything smart. It's just going to kind of sit there and, you know, just want water. Can you say what you would do if you were president? Sure. If you want to say what you do, as long as it's not like, you know, anything, you know, nothing that's gonna be about. I mean, if you say if you were president, you know, you would adjust the taxes like this to put more funding into schools, something like that, it's fine. But if you say, can't say if I was president, I would make this group illegal. You know, no, you know, no. As long as it's not like a hate-oriented type of thing, sure. One area there seems to be like a very tight-knit group of cryptos. There's like 3 right all together, just very close to each other. Back up and then pull forward until it does. What the? What? What? How's that happening? Okay, dock. There. I was trying to move upwards and instead it was like leaning me downwards. Water. Oh yeah, I got. Oh, I do need water. I don't need food. I need water. And the scanner room we put over here. Might try to make it loop around the other way to the other side as well. So it's like a continuous run. Oh. That's why I focus on the game. I wasn't focusing quite right there. I was thinking about how I was going to loop everything around. So at least I did make a recyclotron. I can still use that. Update. Yeah, okay, there it goes. When I opened it. So, we got my base. All my icebergs. That area. So yeah, this is. Oh, if I can get over here. So we were looking at earlier, like right in here. I know it actually made it harder to see. Actually made that worse. Oh, you can see some kind of underwater tunnel system there. That might be the caves that they added where the new dock is in the interior area. Where it's like you go through the caves at least at different points where you could climb up because they used it as a passageway for the ladders. And then we got this. Look, that's interesting. That goes all the way to there. And we're not actually even seeing really any of the climb up. But I've got this part showing here. Just not showing the lead up there. Let's try to find something. Magnetite, sure. That's what I need. Right there. That's awfully high up. That's a very high placement for magnetite, unless it's actually pointing me into the basin area, which it might be doing. Oh yeah, yeah, duh, I gotta do this because I messed up. Recycle. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna save before I make a mistake. You've already spent $100 in games in the past 21 days. I mean, that is... I mean, not so much, I would say, the amount of money, but you've got games to play. I've got games I've bought. I still haven't installed to play yet. So, it's like, I'm not jumping on buying any games now. So, yeah, go, play the games you got. And then when this goes for release, buy it. Or goes right before it goes for release, buy it. That way you get, $5 less. And honestly, at the current state, you're going to enjoy Subnautica more than you'll enjoy this one anyway. So, just my expectation. So, yeah, go ahead and stick with Subnautica if that's what you got. A bunch of magnetite showing over in there. Let's see. Nowhere else. So, I'm going to go... I want to see where this magnetite is. It's making me think... I'm going to need the little drone or spy pingling is what I'm expecting to have happen. I think I will end up. It's going to be one of those spots he can only go to. Not putting. I haven't put any more whole fish in the bioreactor yet. It's just got the one in there. Only one whole fish in there right now. The rest are chilling. Their happy little lives, short lives, inside the alien containment. They are safe for the moment. And the question is, really, would you have any difference of opinion if it was not whole fish I was throwing in there, but sea monkeys? If I was throwing sea monkeys into the bioreactor, would you complain just as much as you do for the whole fish? Or would you say, yeah, I don't care about sea monkeys, let them go. Throw them in there. Take the water. Oh yeah, battery. I think that might have been a reset. Oh yeah, I can still go make more light sticks. I did the ones on the inside of that iceberg. Actually, I got water and I got the nutrient block, so I'm just going to go through. I don't worry about grabbing any heat fruit for a change. Okay, so not anything to do with this, which, let's see, where am I? Where's the base? There's the lettuce base. So it's not exactly this area. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and free cam it for a moment, just to look. So yeah, there's the lettuce base. If I could build across, I would be building across to here and coming down here, which is just come through here. There's the prawn suit, or the snow fox base. All right, dangerous weather. Guess I'm going inside. Oh yeah, forgot. Don't auto fire click here because it'll pick up snowballs. Yeah, too many snowballs. Look at that. I don't think I've been back here since the last update. Anything else reset, or did I come back through here? I still want to. I want the signs like they added for the locations. I want to be able to make my own sign to put in my bases on the front. And I want to get a little frosty looking too, because it's a, you know, Arctic biome. Maybe I should grab some heat fruit. Or brought the prawn suit. Oh, yay. Magnetite all right there. If I can find my way up. There's some heat fruit. Nope. That's not working. Oh, hey! Just what I needed. Some titanium right there. That was a nice bit of luck, just to decide to look. And I bet this is going to be one of their caves. I'm going to be attacked. Stalker attack. Just a second. Nope, we got a ladder. We'll eat. One. I don't know if I've actually come through here since the last update. Oh man, he sounded way closer than that. Let's go ahead and say, sound like he was about to come right around to get me. What did I say? It's not a cave, but it's an underside area that is open. However, I can't get to, or maybe, can I make the jump? It seems like I could almost make that jump there. If I can make that jump,
Dangerous weather approaching.
where's the other spot?
Seek shelter.
I mean, there's more magnetite this way. There's a bunch right there. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, out. That didn't work. Ah. Well, thank you, Kelly, for that. Whole fish lives and sea monkey lives matter. All right, so what fish lives or what creature lives in the game don't matter? I want to know, so those are the ones I'm going to throw in. And next you're going to say all the plant lives matter. You're going to say no bioreactor at all. No bioreactor fuel or anything. No mulching plants and creatures. No animals, no plants, no fungus. Nothing like that. You're gonna be like, just don't use the bioreactor. That's gonna be the new game restriction. Developers gonna have to take it out because it's gonna offend somebody. That's what it is. I'm surprised they didn't get complaints about it. Like, don't have that in there. You're composting live creatures. I'm surprised they didn't have something where they had to change it to be it only accepted dead fish. As opposed to you could throw in living fish, too. Really did surprise me if they didn't have to change it because of complaints. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I didn't miss it. I got it. It's just put it back again. Okay. Drop his supplies off. I'm 42, right? No. I'm not. If you're talking to me, I'm not 42. I'm not that old. Put another battery. No, I don't have room. Battery there. You'll be 46 in January. Well, happy early birthday, Jason. Let's take these. And I'm going to dump that. I'm good for right now. And it's not really necessary, but it will make things a bit easier. Assuming I can maneuver to get out of the water. Let me up. I think I parked too close. Oh! Oh, no! No, no, no. It's not what I was trying to do. Finally. That's one way to speed it up. That kind of actually is another one of those spots where it glitches through the terrain. Like the visual does not line up with the actual coded edge. Well, that's a good way to do it. Don't retract before you get to it. Hold on and walk just past it and then let go, and it seems to launch you a little bit if you time it right. Let's see, can I get this? Not going to pull me upwards. gonna end up getting back to the base and find out that half of my power is gone because of nighttime. Ah! Ah! Snow Stalker lives don't matter. You're not gonna argue with me on that one. That's why we fight them. There we go. Snow Stalker lives don't matter. They attack us. They're mean. Alright. Actually, I took damage. There we go. And drop in PV. Well, it's going to let me drop them. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be, you know, just actually hold them and place them down. Oh, let me save. This notoriously has been a problem in the past, where after this it glitches and I'll get stuck going back into this view mode without actually using the pingling. What? That said magnetite on that one, and it was quartz.
Dangerous weather approaching.
Okay.
Seek shelter.
Alright, not that much over here after all.
See you later.
See you later. Alright, open storage. Pick up. Actually was not that much. Peepers don't matter. Okay, Snow Stalker lives suck. I think King Peeper would argue that Peeper lives matter. But King Peeper's not with us at the moment, I don't believe. So he cannot defend it. That's right, walk into it. Look at that, no damage. He didn't even get a hit in, I just kept inching backwards. Alright, try this. Nope, did not. Target like I hoped. Did not work. I feel like I'm about to fall off the edge. This... Oh, I think I know where I'm at. I think this is one of the segments that used to be part of the little secret pathway in, and they changed it. So I think, yeah, I could just get up here a normal way from a different direction. There's a light. Oh yeah, there we go, ladder. It's a little glitchy. Oh yeah, this one. I think this is that long cavern system. Yeah, I got that one already. That. And over there. I'll go back. I know I can get back up from this side, so I don't want to take a chance getting stuck. That's always a chance you go the other way and get stuck somewhere. Can't find my way back up, and then, you know, bad storm hits. It's not worth the trouble. Oh, look. Also, opportunity to stumble across this. Just, you know, out in the open. Ooh, you like that? That double climb in it just did. Maybe climb in twice for some reason. So much magnetite showing all around. Where's the... there's some showing right here. Well, I jumped down. Alright. Fragment. Your cocoa beans, I don't know. In your hot cocoa? Maybe? Oh, it did the double thing there too. Prime Sonic, hey, thanks for joining in. Yes, there are ion cubes in Below Zero. I have seen them. I've encountered them. There's just not many. There's not a lot. There's... Let me think. When you go to... It's one of the spots for unlocking precursor stuff. It has... I want to say, I think there was one that's got 3 individual cubes, and then the one in the Arctic Spires where you go with the purple... Or used to go with the purple tablet. Has an actual... drillable deposit one. It has one of those, but there's not like a regenerator, you know, type setup for any of them. There's just, here's, you know, some individual pieces, and then here's a big one that if you remember to bring your prawn suit the whole way, then you can, you know, drill it out and go back with plenty. But I haven't found any place to get them on a recurring basis yet, so I haven't been using mine, but sparingly, just in case. But yeah, there are ion cubes in this, and that one guy, thanks for the subscribe. If you are with us right now. Not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's see if I actually can... Oh, wait, that need to drop that off. Oh, you know, we'll drop that one because I've got this. Okay, I thought I might have an ion cube with me, but I don't. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take all this out. Because we're just going to go on back. Like those. Yeah, a lot of magnetite, but not that easy to get to. Oh, and now it's showing magnetite that's outside the glacial basin. It didn't want to do that before. Every plant life doesn't matter. Okay, good. I can use those in the bioreactor. The ion cubes, I think one goes into the recyclotron, to making that, and of course, it's hard to remember because they changed this in the story. There was a spot where you had to make like a purple tablet at one point because we need extra, but I think they changed it where you don't need as many purple tablets. You get the one you need from scan, or you do have to make one. You have to scan to make one. But I don't think you have to make an extra one anywhere. Right now, I think the main use they've got implemented, and as far as I know, the only thing planned at the moment, because I haven't seen anything else indicating a future use for something else, is the teleporter module that you get for the sea truck. So you have the teleporter you carry on your person, and you use, I'm pretty sure it's ion cubes to teleport yourself back from wherever you are, assuming you're not leaving your prawn suit there. It'll transport you back to the sea truck. And I was right, there was magnetite. Or supposed to be magnetite here. I wasn't crazy. I was looking in all the right spaces, and it's acting like there's magnetite there, but there's not. So I gathered a lot of the magnetite outside of that area. We'll just go back to the base. I don't need any more at the moment. We got the range upgrade. Obviously, the range upgrade is working pretty well. And how did my... Oh. Because of my prawn suit landing on it, my docking module took a bunch of damage. When will the game not be in early access? I'm still thinking end of the year at best. I mean, granted, there's some spots where obviously they've decided to, you know, scale back from maybe what might have been planned a future biome. Now it's just like that's the void area. So we will have a void area, but with ghosty chelicerates instead of ghost leviathans or some kind of void chelicerate. But there's still some areas that look like they're either going to be, like, have a new biome added, and other areas that look like they still need touching up on the biomes. Like, I mean, considering they've done, you know, tweaks to some of the biomes already, I feel like there's still other areas where they'll be doing even more. So I don't think they're even quite close to being done yet. It's also a factor of, and yeah, let me see. It's also a factor of the audio for the game right now. We don't have all the audio finished. They still have that left to do. And where's there it is, Recyclotron. Yeah, Ion Cube for Recyclotron. So that's one use right there. And I'm actually getting some titanium again. Look at that. You know what, we'll swap this battery out. I'll dump that one and that one so I can recharge. There we go. Let's see. I've actually it's daytime. I should be able to get out. I think I do want to try changing this. I wish we had a glass shaped T section, something that had like just the one window thing already built. I'm thinking I might be able to, yes, there's this edge right here that might cause a problem, but I might be able to build that curve out and connect it here so we can have, instead of having to go all the way there and go through, I can come out this way. I'm gonna have to get up top somehow to do this. How am I gonna make this work? I need some of that. There we go. It's a storm starting up, so we got flashing lights again. See, that should be all I need right now. Yeah, it's that glitch, the bug you're talking about, Dana, has been in there for a while. It's actually, I think, possibly still in original Subnautica. I know for a while it was a case of, it was, you know, people have had different reasons for it, saying it's for, it shows where it's a spawn point, but at the same time, I've seen it where it's like, you know, I've done it where, you can actually look at it and see, oh yeah, it's a spawn point, but it's also a case of there's actually a piece of material there, and the material is going the wrong way, or the material is embedded in the actual terrain. So it's like, oh yeah, this is here, but it's in the terrain. And in other cases, I've seen where it's marked it and there's been nothing there at all. So there's a variety of issues that I've seen happen with it. I've got glass. Got glass from that piece I took out, so am I running into a problem with actually wanting to build? Or am I just... Oh, I might be too close. Alright. Nope. It is not letting me build. Ooh, idea. Because it'll do the new bulkhead. The new trick. So I have a little standing platform. And it won't let me build because it is an overhang and it's focusing on the new change that they apparently made where if you're too high above water level or too high above your ground level, it treats it as you can't build. So I cannot build the connection the way I want. Like I can't finish my lily pad base like I want because it won't work. And I haven't... I didn't even look to see how my power is doing. I am chewing up some stuff. Yep, that's out. Because I had the scanner room going still. Forgot to come turn it off. Stop. Yep, empty. How am I doing on this? Oh, yep. Okay. We're going to throw some more heat fruit in there. That. And now is the time to look away. Because I have too many whole fish. Look away! Oh, what am I doing? I can only put one whole fish in at a time. They're too big. Alright, look away! If you, whole fish lives matter. If you support that, look away. They're too late. Yeah, we'll throw one of these in too. There we go. Oh, well. Yeah, this new restriction on building is getting really to be frustrating for me. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people who want to build in the game in a way that that's not going to allow. So I'm sure somewhere somebody is going to mod it to disable that at full release. So that might be another mod I'll be looking for on full release, is to disable that and build how I want without being restricted to like, oh, you're building too tall. Throw glass in there too. That should work. Alright, save point, because I know it's going to bug at some point soon. The Reaper Leviathans, they definitely have a fear factor to them beyond the ones in below zero, outside maybe the chelicerates. The chelicerates, you know, you don't have that open mandible look on the mouth like the Reapers did. And it's got more of a, you know, reptilian fish-like look to it, whereas the Reaper Leviathans had like, there's a face on there. You know, it was like a predator, you know, from movies like Aliens, Predator type, you know, type look to it. So there's a face, so that definitely helped with the fear factor of it. The fact that it was designed in a way, you got this face that has two eyes in the front. So it was clearly designed as a predator, because predators have forward-facing eyes. Humans are predators. We have forward-facing eyes. It helps you gauge distance better. But then you have the chelicerate, which is, you know, eyes to the side, not quite towards the front as much. It's a predator, but it's not like... It doesn't have that same feel to it like the Reaper Leviathans. I'm not interested in Ghost Leviathans, but Reaper Leviathans definitely could have been one to bring back in, or at least take it, and maybe not the same one, like Arctic Reaper. You know, like we got Arctic Peepers, make it Arctic Reapers and have like a different color scheme to them. Maybe add some kind of frilling or something like that. Some kind of extra visual elements to make them more visually interesting and just fit more to the Arctic biome. Yeah, that could have saved them some trouble if they had just brought it in. But again, you know, it's a new game. They're wanting to do new stuff, which is why we have new vehicles. And despite the, you know, a lot of players don't like the vehicles, they're not being, the sea truck's not being changed. It's a case of they're focusing on, we want something new. We want to do something new. So, you know, it's understandable to a degree, but at the same time, you got to make sure the game plays well and people are happy with it. And I think in the end, the way the game looks now, most people are going to say Subnautica is better than Below Zero. And we'll stick with just regular Subnautica. Let's see, can it? Yeah, I could build this way and that way. If I go across, oh, no, that would block. It's also why I want to have the ability to build across here. I could build right there, which doesn't make sense. What's the point of having that gap on the outside edge? Nobody's going to make a hallway that skinny. Yeah, I don't know what to put in. There's so much decoration that's lacking right now in the game. Let's see, where are we at time? Oh, we're doing fine on time. We're only an hour and a half in. If I can, you know what? Let's actually try this. I want to see if I can double stack. So all the way up, just center it. Yes, I can double stack these. Well, it kind of works. Gives a little bit of a nice visual thing to it. If only we could actually put stuff on them, you know, just not like storage. I mean, it could be storage, but it'd be great if it was like, here's a display thing. Like, hey, I want to put the, you know, original game Markiplier doll. You know, you would put it there and it would just be something that's on display. You go up, you can click on it this way to interact, click on it this way to pick it up. And God, keep turning the lights back on. Oh, still that bug in the design stuff. Let's see. How much? I don't have any quartz. Wonder, because this is kind of like that tricky spot. I'm technically over land because it let me build here. Won't let me build that way. Actually, let's just try this as well. So I've got this. See, I can't build that direction. I am too high. But if I go down by one, that's the limit now on what I can build. Because that's the height limit above water level. But I can build here because I'm above ground. So it's a problem that if I start building here, I'm fine up to a certain height. But once I go over the water area, I can't build because it's above that limit. So I can't. That's why I have the double ladder system to get up here, because I can't build any taller on that side. That's as tall as it will let me go there. So build, go across, climb up again. Yeah. I hope they change that. If they don't, then some modder needs to change that, because that's from a structural standpoint, I get it. It makes sense. But we don't focus on realism in the game. We don't. Because there's so many things game-wise that are not realistic. Why make that a focus of being realistic? I want to be able to build across to the other icebergs and not have a restriction. I want to build across the wall of the basin there. And I can't now. I want to finish my, wherever it is. Yeah, lily pad base. The one side support strut ladder system that's a third of the way done because I can't build any taller. That's just not fun. Alright, you know what? I'm running out of ideas, so let's hear some ideas. No fish were harmed in the making of this. Yeah, how does it compare to full release? Well, you know, full release game, Subnautica is definitely in a better state because it's a full release game and they've had updates to fix bugs and everything. They're not just pushing out more content at this time. But that said, from my recollection, which my memory could be off a little bit on that, the way this compares now at where it is in early access compared to where Subnautica was around this time in early access, Subnautica was still better than Below Zero. This is definitely, I enjoyed coming to Below Zero because I played so much of Subnautica, but now that I'm back with Subnautica, doing a new modded series, I'm finding this far less enjoyable of a game. Even though the core mechanics are there, the core similarities, the lack of the sea moth, the lack of the cyclops is a big down point for me on this. And I'm finding this a far less enjoyable game compared to original Subnautica now. We're going to eat and drink, because I've actually only hour and a half, I've only done one cheese ball. Timmy, you get your food before I touch mine. He's like, I don't know what you want. There we go. We're gonna do another Carolina Reaper cheese ball because I'm gonna drink. Look at that, got me up there, and my food level's high. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to save. I want to get everybody thinking on what else can we do in this. I mean, I can build up. I can build over. Right now, all I've got left is the solar panels, really, because the rest of the interior stuff is so limited right now that there's not much else to do on that. And we're actually going to do, because I saved for a reason. We're going to disconnect. And try to think the fastest way to get there. Thinking if I go just this direction, it'll work. We're going to the void. I'm going to go to the void. I'm going to do a death run. I'm going to actually go into the void intentionally and dive down so the chelicerates will come after me. And it should be somewhere around here. I should be able to find a drop-off point. Or at least moving in this direction. Sea truck is an interesting concept, Ian. I'm going to say that. But it's a poorly implemented concept. It's supposed to be a mobile base to merge the Seamoth and Cyclops, and it's modular so you can adjust how you want, but you can't build inside of it. The modules are designed in a decorative, but not functional and not realistic type way. So the storage module is almost not worth building. A single one is better to build 2 or 3. And then as you add more modules, it slows you down. And then the fabricator module is... only use I found for it was to build it so I could go ahead and build the upgrades. And then dump it. Because there's a lot of wasted space inside of it. And we're diving down. See how long this takes. Use platforms and build multi-purpose rooms. I mean, I could do that, build up. I've already built a lot down in the water type bases. And we've got the the first real base is in the water. And again, it goes back to I can build really big. And the bigger and bigger I build, you know, fine, but we'll build a lot of rooms that are going to have the same repeated decorations because there's just not enough variation in the decorations right now. Oh, he got a hit on me. He doesn't seem to be trying to grab me. He's like more just attacking with quick hits. Oh, there we go. We got 2 of them now. Oh, that wasn't even a real hit. Come on. Ah, there it goes. Yeah, I want to scan him, see if he scans differently. Nope, still shows as a chelicerate. See if it shows any... Nope, and I'm eaten. Alright, that's what I planned for. So we didn't get 3, we got 2 to come after me. Which is fine, you know. I mean, they're bigger, I would say, than the Ghost Leviathans. They definitely do more damage than the Ghost Leviathans. But they weren't, it wasn't grabbing like the normal ones do. It wasn't grabbing and trying to carry me around, swallow the sea truck. It was just, I'm going to take a bite and break you. That's all it was. If they make it to Subnautica 3, I think if they do Subnautica 3, I think the first thing is going to be they're going to have to do a better job with the vehicles. It's going to be a case of like the first one ends up being considered the better one between the first and second. So the third is going to either have to be a big redemption, or they're going to focus on, again, trying something new and hoping that this new thing works out better than it did on this one. And we end up with the third one being the worst one, kind of like movies. The first one's the best, the second one's not as good, third one's the worst. So there's always a chance for that. But I'm hoping, based on this, and I've said this in the past live streams, I would like to see the third one be something that's more like around the equator. So you have like maybe a desert area. If they're going to focus on having us go into the land area so much more, like the glacial biome, the glacial basin area, and walk around there. Why not do a equatorial type thing where we have a desert area? So you go from having this water to you have to traverse this little desert area and do something there with that. That could be a very interesting contrast, because you're so land-based in one area on that game. And then from there, focus on, like, maybe not a sandworm, like copying Dune, though they have copied other sci-fi stuff that we've seen. You know, go with a flying vehicle, something that is designed, not a hovercraft, not a snow fox, an actual flying vehicle designed to do like a short-term flight thing. Doesn't go super high, so you can't just fly over mountaintops or anything. Maybe like almost a hover vehicle that flies up to a certain height above the terrain level, like better than the snow fox, and have it do, you know, that be like your desert travel type thing. You have to unlock it to use that to get across the desert, otherwise it's too hot for you to walk out there without special footing or something like that because the temperature change. I don't know, I'm just, you know, it's an idea, but part of Subnautica's charm for some players is the graphics, the way they look, more the focus on the bioluminescence of the fish. I don't see them doing a big overhaul on the graphics like that. Because here's another reason. What's going to happen when they do the overhaul? Players are going to say, great! You did all new, more realistic graphics for Subnautica 3. Now port it back to Subnautica and Subnautica 2 Below Zero. You know, there's already talk about people, you know, people have been saying for a while since the large rooms got put in to backport them to the original game at some point. You know, after full release, port the large room and stuff like that into the original game. Make it unlock a certain time, whatever. So, you better graphics in Subnautica 3, if there is a Subnautica 3, means at some point somebody's going to say, please, put this in the other games. Do this to the other games. And that's, you know, games that, from a developer standpoint, they've already been paid for. Yes, changing the graphics might net them some more sales, and they can make more, you know, money, but it doesn't guarantee it. And it could be that it's not worth the effort to try and do that, unless they did it as like a DLC type thing. And I'm going to have some fun now. It's been a while since we just kind of goofed around. We are coming up to the last hour. Let's see. So yeah, there's, if I could build across, I would. And again, I don't get why we can't build to get up here if there's resources that are set to spawn up there. What is this area? That doesn't look right. Alright, so that's the part above this. And I bet, let's look here. Alright, so water level to here. So if that's the height there, so we're like this. That's probably the maximum height that would let me build if I came here. So I would not be able to build up high enough to climb on top. And that's probably part of the reason they did that, is to limit it so people can't climb on top and walk around these areas like, you know, we could do in the past. No shortcutting by getting on the roof and just walking through an area to get to the spires. So which one is this? Also, no building on the spires, which actually is kind of a disappointment now. I was kind of wanting to mess with that. Imagine a nice little base ringing around this, you know? It's a nice visual at not. It'll look good. See, they still have this. Still haven't moved that. About this. This is what I think it is. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just thinking back to the scanner thing. Here's this little area of caves that we go around. Let's just see if I can kind of see them. That little area is just all those caves going around. And it's right here at the edge of this. That's very readily, that's right at the edge of the range for the base. there. So that should be what was showing earlier on the scanner room. Oh. I saw like the little blinky light. I was like, what's that? I was like, a structure, a tube. No, it's just the Iceberg Base. No, I'm not even going to build over here. I'm just going to do something because I want to do this. I'm going to look it up. Because it's been a while since I spawned this in, and it looked funny. Oh, that's easy. That's super easy. Let's line it up the right way. I think this will work. Spawn large vent garden. Booyah! He's kind of hanging off the edge of the iceberg. He didn't line up quite like I wanted. But now, let's step outside and take a look at my new decoration. Oh yeah, look at that. The towering colossus of the water. That actually gives a very cool little look to it. I like that. I kind of want to leave it. But I also kind of wish I got it lined up a little bit more centered. What? Let's do this again. Let's, oh, actually, here we're going to do this. Just want to see how this works. I'm hoping this works.
Dangerous weather approaching.
No.
Seek shelter.
What? It spawned an outcropping. Didn't even spawn the flower spores like I was going for. I was hoping to have like this cascade of lights coming down. Alright, let's flower spore. There's got to be a code for that. Lily pad resource. Okay, so it still has that generic name. Alright, I'm just gonna look up this way. 100 lily pad resource. Did not do it either. Why is it spawning those and not the actual glowy ball ones? That's not supposed to happen. That's actually, I mean, I've got the actual code, lily pad resource, and it says floating spore. That's what's tied to it, but it's spawning in the wrong thing. Lava zone egg. Yeah, you gotta make sure you get both E's in there.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Boom. Lava lizard egg. Now, the question is, will this hatch in here? Also, in case I might not have room. I can't drop it. So I can get the egg, but I can't drop it. Can't drop it at all. Okay, I'm not going to do 100 in here. That would be bad. Quartz is spawning the wrong resources. Oh, shout out to Prime Sonic. Yes, shout out. Happy birthday to both you and your wife. Is it both of you have your birthday today, or are you just celebrating today because they're so close together? I feel like Below Zero has more decor than a regular Subnautica. I mean, maybe during early access comparison it did, but there's no Markiplier doll, no Jacksepticeye, anything like that we can get. I mean, we do have new things. We do have the shower, which is, let's face it, decorative. There's no function to it. There's the toilet, which is decorative. The sink. The fridge is actually functional. So yeah, there's certain things that are new and added to it, but in the end, there's still a lot of just the regular plain cosmetic stuff that's not in the game yet and below zero, and we're kind of missing it. Alright, so 3 days apart, but you already passed. Alright, so you're just celebrating today. So happy birthday. Happy Saturday as well. Timmy, say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, look. Well, look. No? Alright, fine. Look, right there. Right there. You're running low on treats. You okay? Just being lazy? Just lazy today? You don't want to look at the camera? You don't want to work for it. He's being lazy. He doesn't want to have to work for the treat. So, yeah, oh, what was that? King Kong? I mean, they technically, Ian, they do have land-based leviathans. We actually do have those. They're ice worms. Ooh, actually, I wonder, can I... No, that's right, I've already tried that. They don't have the ice worms spawning correctly yet. But they do have ice worms. So it's not that big. But as far as, you know, most of the time, Subnautica leviathans, especially aggressive ones, typically is done in a way that it's, you know, within a manageable range. It's not like, I mean, yeah, we do have the sea dragons in the original one, which can be a bit of a pain at times, but they're not like super fast. So it's not like it's that bad to try and get away from them. Hey, where is it? Come on, spires. Show the spires. Got the rendering range so short right now for stuff. And they still haven't changed this. Oh, look at that. I got a hole in here. Lost a few brain cells. Thanks for the subscribe if you're with us. Lava lizards' lives do matter in this one, apparently, because we can't do anything with the egg. Actually, I don't know if that counts as they matter or they don't matter, because if we can't do anything with the egg, we can't hatch them. It looks like something changed over here. I don't remember having that little... Or, okay, maybe it's just taking its time to render. I do remember having that little drop down, but I don't remember that. I don't remember this. Of course, I could be just forgetting it, but that's interesting right there. Oh, maybe Subnautica 3, they can add some more versatility to the building. Go kind of in the direction of, like, doesn't have to be like, not saying Minecraft knockoff or anything like that, but move in the direction of it being like, oh, hey, you can build with these fundamental pieces that can be stacked together. Kind of, you know, No Man's Sky has prefabs and then has customizable buildings where you have, like, here's a few different options for the flooring, here's different options for the walls, like windows, so you can customize it, but then you also have the prefabricated one. So what if we have, like, here's the large room, prefab large room, but then you can build, like, your own customized larger room and just make it an exercise where you have a balance between, like, hull strength, like, maybe not, like, the deeper you are, you have to build it smaller, or have to focus more on certain types of structures because of the, you know, hull strength, hull integrity. Let's see, where, somewhere around here. I'm gonna, you know what, it's just gonna go this way if it'll render in. There, hear them. There we go. Let's see if we can coerce one out. This is not the better spot. It's louder, but this is the one. This is where I used to about to say, don't tell me it got buried. I think this is the one where it used to be I had my shortcut come in that way, I want to say. There's one of these areas that has shortcut. Let's see, we're going to spawn in. Flint old? I didn't type Flint anything. Come on, maybe it's just Stalker? Flint old, okay. Seriously. Alright, what's... It seems like they changed some of the, commands. Or some of the entity names. Snow Stalker. That's what it says on the wiki. Spawn 10 Snow Stalker. Okay, so the entries have been changed. It used to work. Now it doesn't. Do lava lizards' eggs matter? So not just one. And no ice worms attacking him. Come on, I want to get like a bunch of them. I used to be able to do this. It was funny. Summon in a bunch of snow stalkers and let them, or yeah, have the ice worms come after them. Stalker big, maybe. They're not parts type, so it's like that. Find prefab for tech type equals flint. Oh, what is? No, that's not a tech. Trying to spawn in a creature. Well, they changed the entity IDs with a recent update. That's disappointing. I was going to watch some snow stalkers get eaten. Alright, fine. That's it. We're going to do you know what? Let's try this. Spawn large stalker. Oh, okay. Spawn large event garden. That did not work right. Alright, fine. Spawn vent garden. We'll do the little... Okay. So it's not just plain vent garden. It's small vent garden. No. Baby vent garden? Or little, young vent garden? I don't know. That did not work out the way I was hoping it would. You know, since this is totally not going to be a save that I'm keeping, I'm going to have to redo this. Alright, he's still there. Oh, too far away. I haven't even actually come up this close to see this. You know what? That's something we haven't done since they updated with the new antenna thing. I don't think we've actually gone there and done any of the additional little story stuff. But first, let's see if I can spell it right. Even the Cryptosuchus is broken now. I can't spawn them in. They have changed so many IDs, it looks like. Alright, they didn't change that one. Oh, he's not going anywhere. Spawn. They didn't change that one. Belly flop. Or, you know, glitch through the whole thing. It went into the cavern. I wonder if they hurt him like they hurt me if I get too close. Okay, so my fun ones are not working anymore. Summon a rock puncher. Alright, that's another one. Let's see if we can do that. I want to go... You know what? We're going to go here. Because if I get to summon in, I want to fall. Oh, that didn't do anything. Bladder fish. We'll do that. So it didn't summon anything. Alright, summon rock puncher. One, no. Did not work. Let's see what that is labeled as. Yeah, just rock puncher is what's listed as the ID. So I don't know if that's they took a bunch of stuff out. Maybe they're changing some of them to be different IDs, but that's missing. You summoned a rock puncher? Mine's not summoning a rock puncher. There it goes. Okay, maybe it was just being glitchy, or maybe I mistyped. No, I typed it again. It was the same thing. Well, that's what. On. Wow, okay.
Seek fluid intake.
So you can't summon a multiple account anymore, or is it? Oh, wait, I know what I'm doing. I'm thinking for another game. Yeah, it's not okay. I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm thinking for a different game that I've been messing with that requires you to put the count first and not later. So, and lily pad resource 100. Yes, no, no. Oh wait, it's not. I did summon, didn't I? I am just mixing up my commands now. Or you know what? We'll do one. Oh, it worked. Okay, so I've messed up my commands. Because their game requires you to do the count in front. Okay, so lots of glowy balls all over the place. There you go. I'm sure plenty of people want glowy balls all over the place. Look at that. Are they falling in? They didn't fall in. Some of them glitched and disappeared, I think. Or maybe they did fall in. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. I can get position just right. I'm going to do the same thing there. Wait, where do I go? There it is. So they all fell down into here. Okay, now. Yeah, I gotta do that. Get rid of the fog. Let's see. That's what I was doing wrong. I was doing the command in the wrong sequence. This way. Where you at? On. Snow Stalker 10. And I was kind of aiming at the ground. I was hoping they would just land on or be on the ground, not kind of flop everywhere. We're supposed to have There we
See
go.
fluid intake
There we go.
immediately.
Look at that. Ah, num num num. That's our land Leviathan. That's, and those that we can't spawn in because they spawn like into the, like, underneath in the terrain in a weird way. Oh, there's maybe. Oh yeah, where are we at? Where? Am I in it? Oh wait. Okay. Oh yeah, all right. I remember this now. We came and found this. Oh wait, where was this one? I'm trying to remember because we found, yeah, this. It's got the little flag. That. I'm trying to remember where we got to. This might be one we need to come back to because I didn't turn anything on. We've got another spot too. Actually, I haven't been to this one. That's got a purple tablet there. So we've got another spot that has that. That is part of another location. Okay. Have not been to this one. Of course, it's also a question of why is that... Well, we have a dock there, so obviously it's meant for a vehicle to get through. May have just found something new. Oh, that is through this maze area, which doesn't seem to be that bad of a maze. Once you get into a certain spot, seems like it's almost straightforward. Oh, look at that. So we found this last time where it was like, or not last time, but the previous time. It's here in the water. And yeah, there's a, like, an ice sheet. Kind of ties in with the idea of, talk about like explosives. I wonder if that's something I have to drill or if we get something that melts it. But there's a whole new area through there. Let's try that. You know what? I'm gonna, yeah, I gotta back out of free cam for this. Let's load. 25 minutes of trying to spawn, you know, 20 minutes of trying to spawn stuff because I was typing the wrong commands. My computer must hate me for messing up Subnautica? No. I have done far worse with it. It's like, yeah, Private Science said, I have spawned in, I think one time I went as far as 1,000 peepers that I spawned in the sky and they fell out. It was just all around. I've spawned hundreds of certain creatures and to the point that it spawns them all in one spot. And because they're so clustered, it launches them across the map because it can't handle because of collision effect. It launches them all over the map. So there's just, yeah, I have done far worse than that in the past. So we're gonna go try to get into that area. That is interesting. That new little area there, and that is not far away. That is right in that direction. I know where to look. So I've got my prawn suit. We're going to try to drill. We're going to try to just ram into it. I'm assuming because the ice looking thin, it's either we're supposed to break through some way, like ramming it, drilling it, or we're going to have some kind of thing where it heats it up. And you see there's that cable. So it's right over in that area. Now, I remember seeing that little spot, but I didn't go like... I found it wandering with either the sea truck or the prawn suit. I didn't have it in free cam where I went through there. I can't recall. I might have gone a little ways in, but yeah, there's definitely something there. And the fact that there's thin ice shows, you know, of course, we did go through. Altera did. And it's been a while since somebody went through, so obviously they've got to, the ice has formed over it. I don't know, it won't even let me drop it. If it won't let me drop the lava lizard in the aquarium, it probably won't let me drop it in normal water. I don't think. It generally treats it the same way. Oh, where's this going? Okay. Managed to squeeze through. I'm going into the wrong spot. That's not where I was supposed to go. Okay. I missed it. That's interesting. There is another spot that we can get to. And it may be a case we're not supposed to get there yet. But that was thin ice. I'm hoping I can just ram the sea truck into it and break it, kind of thing. If not, drill it. I don't see there being a reasoning for, hey, you're gonna have to have this kind of like you know, heated component that gets you through there. Oh, there it is. Right next to that cable. Okay, so we go through here. Not really room to ram anything. Not room for me to do much with the sea truck either. Okay. Let's start with the prawn suit. Because that is a very long path. It's definitely something you need to have a vehicle for. That you are not going to make it through that distance without a vehicle. Wonder if I could do like that. Boom! Okay, so that's not working. Yeah, this may be something that's not implemented. It might be a case of that is... They've got the ice there to keep us out now until it's ready, and then once it's ready, that ice will be gone. Like we, you know, it's meant to be already opened up. But... yeah, that didn't work. I'm not even like... It doesn't even look like I'm touching the ice, really. It's like I'm hitting something else. Ooh. I just had a thought. Let's see if they might... You're on the dev team from Nitron Subnautica multiplayer? Cool. I didn't know that. So you mod that and, or Scrap Mechanic and this. See, I don't know if they're going to do Snowstalker eggs, because it's not eggs. It's probably a, you know, live birth type creature. Now, they did it where you could get the Snowstalker baby and carry it with you, kind of like you could get a pingling. It would be cool, but at the same time, you could collect the pinglings and you can't put them in your base. And so what I'm thinking, and nobody said anything about that, I think what's going to happen is, think about what we have element-wise in the game right now that breaks through ice. Think about that for a second. How do you fit the chest with your TV? What do you mean? Sea truck, I don't like the sea truck. And how do we get below zero? You buy it. It's a separate game. It's not part of the original Subnautica. It's a separate standalone game. You know what? We're gonna... I want to see what's going on through here. So, we're just gonna cheat in our favor. Laser cut to gain access. Oh. Oh! Okay. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking something like... not this. I was thinking... I was going to say, what if we have to actually bait and kill an ice worm to take the nose tip to heat our way through that? I didn't even think about that. It didn't show anything about laser cut to gain access until I walked, you know, got up to it, and that is definitely not implemented very, very well at the moment. There's definitely a problem there. I think we're gonna have to leave this. Obviously, they got through and built a dock. There's a dock for a reason, not because you can't get a vehicle in there, because they obviously had a vehicle going through. So, can I get my vehicle in there? I cannot. So this is the case we do have to make it, like, swim it. Do it? Can I? Can I do it? It's not letting me through. So it's bugged in some way. Mr. Sloth, thank you for that. Satisfactory, I don't know. It depends, because it depends on what happens if they go when they go full release. You know, I kept hoping they would put it out on Steam, because the Steam Workshop integrations, people share and upload their designs, and that didn't happen. It's on Steam, but it doesn't have Workshop integration. And really, for me, it comes down to you know, how they refine the game, because I do not like just factory management type games. I like building games and exploring type games, and there's too much focus on the factory aspect. And it's more to the point, I got fed up with Satisfactory, because every time I got something working, they changed something with an update, and I had to, like, completely revamp my setup in some way. So when it goes full release, I'll give it another try, but until full release, I'm not messing with it again. And that might end up very well being one I end up having to do, like, live streams or something like that, because it's not one I was enjoying that much trying to make videos. Alright, so this is new. This is completely new area, and I'm thinking we're possibly meant to be able to come in here, but at the same time, that ice was buggy and did not let me out. Or let me get by it. So, there's very much a chance that we're still not supposed to be even coming here yet. But we're going to check this out. I like that there's heat fruit right in here. Seems like they must have planted it, because I don't see any reason why heat fruit would appear naturally in this area. But it also kind of looks like it's a natural spawn. So that's why I had not found this area before, because you can't get through that. Call the elevator. Alright, so it's already called, yeah. So we'll go up. Oh, no. Oh, that's a problem. That's why there's a first aid kit right there. Oh, jukebox disc. JT Music, take the dive. So obviously we are meant to be in here at some point. But I ate food and it dropped me off the elevator. Because of eating food, it glitched me off of the elevator. And that's not good. Yeah, this is definitely still very buggy here. You know what? I'm wondering, because again, we do have another spot. I'm trying to remember if it's, I want to say it's in the Snow Fox base, which, if I remember right, there is that little back area we could go in, and we've got a spot for that. And I, of course, didn't bring an ion cube. I didn't have one at that base. But I had to, of course, also use the warp forward command to get through. Maybe that's just a factor of once I save the game, load the game, that ice will be gone. But also a case of, like, I can get into it from here, unless this is a completely different area. This makes me feel like it might be a standalone biome area, where it's not something we were able to get into from the other direction. I could be wrong, and I don't have my prawn suit here. Oh, this has got to be part of the normal, like, area. Look at this. I'm coming into one of the other ice worm areas. I guarantee that's just, it's just a glitched little part to it. It's got to be a glitched spot. Oh, yeah, I've been in this area. This is where I was. Yeah, see, there's my base thing there for getting across. So this is interesting. So I guess it's another shortcut option if you can get past the ice after you cut it. But it seems that's the problem right now, is the ice seems to be a bit of a problem with getting out of the way. Because I couldn't even swim past it. Okay, so new area I haven't been to yet. I'm hoping, or thinking, because there's only one more of the gates here. Right, this is going to be where that comes in. It looks like we must have drilled or blasted our way through to get to the other side. Because it's definitely, it's pushed out a bit. Trying to wonder what the purpose is of this facility beyond that. Is there anything else? Is it just a teleport? Don't drop me. Hello, Argonaut. How's it going? No, actually, nobody's asked me for Craftopia yet. I've been looking at it, and it does look kind of interesting. I'm not sold on it yet because it looks like it's got some of that, you know, there's automation, but it's not like, hey, you put this here and it works. It looks like it's, you put this spot here and you have to set it up the right way for it to automatically harvest your weed to do this. It looks interesting, but I'm not sold on it yet. I'm going to give it a little bit more time and see kind of how the reviews go on it. See what they say they're adding to it. Because it's one of those things, it's probably going to be a good game for some people, but not everybody. Like, Creativerse is a pretty good Minecraft clone, but if I'm going to play something like Minecraft, I'm going to play Minecraft. I didn't find Creativerse to be that differential from Minecraft on its own to be worth playing. But yeah, I've looked at Craftopia. It's been popping up all over my Steam recommended. So I'm interested. It's just I'm not sold on it yet. And look, the ice has moved a different way. Now I got through. So it's a glitch with the ice piece. Can I push it out of the way? No, I can't lift it. I managed to wiggle through and that's it. Okay, interesting. How are we doing on time? We've got 30-ish minutes. And I'm rolling over when I try to move. Let's see. Ion cubes. I want to say they're just at my main base. Let's go try and get ion cubes. And I'm going to activate... I'm going to go back to the Snowfox base because I'm pretty sure there was one there and it used the propulsion gun to get into that area. Kelly, yes, I did mulch another whole fish in there. Random generation, they might could do something like that for Subnautica, kind of talk about like the world generation, but at the same time, you know, there's a certain degree of story to Minecraft, but at the same time, it's not as involved of a story as Subnautica has, so I don't know how much that would work on making Subnautica like be completely randomized. Like I said, Argonaut, I'm gonna watch for the reviews to continue on Craftopia, and then I'll give it a look. It's on my wish list. If it goes on like sale for 50% off, I'll probably buy it then. But you know, I'm not set yet from what I've seen of it. And no, I will not play Roblox. Roblox is not at all appealing to me. I have been asked that. I've looked at it. To me, I just cannot find any reason to play it. It just does not grab my attention in any way. Don't say that, Xbox. I mean, that's okay. If you don't want to donate, if you want to donate, but you're not allowed, that's fine. But don't say that about your dad. I mean, it may just be a case he doesn't understand that you, how you feel about supporting somebody that you watch on YouTube or Twitch or something like that. You know, I totally get that. There are people who just don't get that. You know, they'll go buy a movie to support a studio. They'll go to the theater, watch a movie, and pay for that. But they won't pay, you know, they don't understand doing the same thing for a content creator on something else. Do you need ray tracing in Minecraft? I mean, I don't say you need it from a graphic standpoint. I think for the most part, Minecraft would not suffer from adding ray tracing. I'm not saying you have to have it. I mean, looking at the ray tracing, you know, stuff where people have shown Minecraft with ray tracing, it looks good. You know, it's nice. It gives a nice vibrancy to the game. But, you know, I've already been able to do that with shaders as it stands now, and it still comes back to your texture packs in the end, you know? There's just only so far you're going to be able to push Minecraft for visual quality before it starts to become too much of a problem, and you're not going to be able to handle going any further because the performance issues. There we go. There's my cubes. I've got plenty of them here. I've got a full container of them. Oh, I actually have more there. You know what? We'll clean that up. I forgot I actually had that many. Alright, so actually, I'll just wait when we get back. We're going to go Snowfox Base, because I am pretty sure that's where the other portal was. It's at least nice to see they're not going overboard with the portals right now in this game. I feel like the portals were nice in the first one. It kind of felt good, but this map doesn't feel as expansive. And I just don't see a reason to have, you know, like 7 or 8 different portal locations. Fortnite, I have played, and I will not play that again. That is, for one, it's not my style game. Doing the, you know, that, I mean, I'm fine with first-person shooters and doing stuff like that, and I've done things like Quake 3, Arena, and all that in the past. I'm fine with games like that on occasion. But it's not something I want to play all the time. It's not something I want to be like, I'm not super competitive in that kind of gaming aspect. I'm much more now of a relaxed type gamer. But with that aside, I'm not going to play Fortnite for other reasons, such as it's apparently way too easy for people to cheat in the game, because I kept thinking, like, how am I getting shot so readily in Fortnite? You know, and I started noticing, I was like, I've just walked around the corner and immediately got headshot. I had one case, I started watching other streamers, mostly Twitch, people doing that, and I actually found one guy who was, you know, sitting there, you know, a few thousand viewers, which is a good thing to have. He was live streaming with a few thousand viewers, and he did a replay when he was one of the last 3 people alive in a match. And he went and did his replay, which I didn't know I could do in the game. And he watched his replay and saw the person who killed him walked through the wall up behind him and shot him in the back. And after I learned about the replay, I started doing my own, and I was able to replay and see that somebody had basically... I watched a replay where somebody had shot me from a sniper distance with a pistol and a single shot and headshot me as I poked my head up over a ledge, like a hill type spot, where I wasn't visible before. They knew where I was. They had auto aim. They had, you know, some kind of tracking thing. It's just way too easy to cheat in that game. And I've seen, since that point, other people who have played the game, done the replays, and watched cheating in there. And, you know, I've reported cheaters. I almost made that a theme on Twitch. I was going to play Fortnite, and I was going to, you know, replay every single time I got killed. And if I found evidence of cheating, I was going to report that, you know, player. But there's just so many of them going on. I know they can't be actually fixing it. So no, I won't play Fortnite again. It's just too easy to cheat in that game, and they don't seem to really be working on fixing it. It's more of a, we just want people to play and spend money with us. Cheating in Fall Guys now, that's not surprising. That's another game why I'm not going to play. I'm just not into competitive games anyway. I'm much more relaxed. You know, build. Yes, survival stuff can be a little, you know, more stress than just building and creative, but, you know, you're playing, you're doing so well in a match on like Fortnite, Fall Guys, something like that, and somebody comes up and just cheats to kill you. That's a lot of stress. That's a lot of frustration because you didn't do anything wrong. It's somebody else doing something wrong and cost you a good, you know, run. And I just realized I forgot to grab the, as I'm pretty sure they've reset position. I need to grab my propulsion gun. Also going to go ahead and eat some food while it's here so I don't have to worry about my water level. Alright, grab the propulsion gun. We're going to try this. Spore, I've played. I did that back when it was not new, but relatively new. And, you know, it was fun for a little while, but it actually got pretty boring quickly. You know, if I was going to just start a new survival game right now, I've got some options out there, you know, of what I could go and play. I mean, yeah, I could do like Craftopia. There's a new one that was mentioned in a previous live stream, or it may actually been just the other night during my No Man's Sky stream. It's the Infected, and it's kind of like the Forest, very much like the Forest in terms of the way the game seems to play, in terms of visuals and the general
dangerous weather approaching
mechanics of things. But then it's also influenced by Green Hell, in that apparently there's more focus on realism. It's not just like, here I eat food and I'm healthy. It's like Green Hell, where you've got to worry about your actual nutritional intake. In Green Hell, you got fats, protein, and carbs, and my understanding, the Infected is kind of similar to that. So you have to worry about balancing your nutritional intake with your food. You have to keep yourself hydrated. You have to build a base to protect yourself from the Infected that come and attack you. And it looks interesting, but even in the videos for it, the demo stuff, you can see stuttering with only a few enemies appearing on the screen. It does show some like visual issues there. So it's so new, early access. I'm just keeping it on my list to keep an eye on, and whenever it gets a little bit further in development, I'll buy it. But, you know, if I wanted a new survival game, there's one right there I could go buy and try out. You know, there's plenty of survival games out there. A game called Islands of Roblox. Again, I won't play Roblox. I have no interest in Roblox. It just does not appeal to me. I don't know why I mean, if you're having a problem with your phone, I don't know why it is an issue, because I've got an iPhone and mine, even for work purposes, lasts all day. Oh, that's the problem. I can't teleport from here. I can teleport maybe to here, but not from here. Oh, well, I brought this. I'm going to use it. No, not that one. Move it. Secret stash. Take some lube. Actually, I don't even need that. I'm not even taking those. Never mind. Flare, no. Flare. Flare. No. No to flares. Battery, yeah. Battery. You think they put more stuff in the containers than just one flare. It's like such a waste of space. I'm taking the light stick. I totally really didn't need to do that. But alright, I can snag light sticks. That's good to know. Gotta remember that now. Take some light sticks with me elsewhere. Alright. That held the button too long. Alright, that did not work like I was thinking, because that can't be turned on. So we're going to go to the other one.
Seek shelter.
Or get across here. We'll go same spot. I'm just going to take my too many clicks. Alright, we're going to try that new area, take the elevator up, activate the portal, see if it comes out here. If it comes out here, great, because then I can easily get back across. If it doesn't come out here, we're going to go to a brand new area and see what interesting options we have there. It seems like such a short distance, though, to teleport to the Snowfox base. I mean, granted, they've done similar in original game, but it seems like such a short distance if that's where it's going to teleport me to. It seems like it would be somewhere a lot further away. There we go. Yeah, because it's like right there. I mean, granted, the other spot is further into the glacial basin, but look, it's like right there. Just right across from the Snowfox base dock. That's how easy it is to find this little spot. Oh, look, the ice is gone. Let's try this again. It's probably not going to work, but I want to try anyway. So yeah, you gotta cut the ice and then go far enough away for it to disappear. Yeah, not working. Not going to get the vehicles in there. Alright. Definitely have the big air tank and have your Sea Glide for this. Actually, you should be fine with just the maximum capacity air tank. But Sea Glide will make it a lot more tolerable in this long little swim. It doesn't seem to have any like extra turns, anything that takes it off into a different direction, like it's just one pathway. But I don't want to take a chance. There we go. Anything else interesting around this? Okay, can't get over there. It's kind of blocking me in some way. Alright. Up we go. I'm not touching my inventory because that's what glitched it last time. PB Pranker, yes, it is now possible with this last update to the main, production branch that you can now plant heat fruit. I have it in some of my bases already. It works great. It's nice to have. So yeah, if you find heat fruit, take some back, plant it. Alright, I'm saving, just in case it glitches something. Oh, of course, we gotta do the little, animation. My beacons are not moving! Look at that, they're right there. They staying in place. Yep. Snowfox Base. That's all it did. It brought me back here. Alright, so I've got a shortcut. It seems like that's too short of a distance to be justifiable, like what's the real utility there? And these two locations being that close and having teleport between them, but that's it. That's where it goes. So, alright, I've got a way to teleport around. Let's go grab... Actually, I don't even have to do that. It's actually just as easy to go back to the Snowfox base. Let's go the other way. Let's look a little bit further out. Because now this kind of feels like... Yes, either there's another way into here from the outside area, or... That's, well, I bet, yeah, that might be a struggle to get the prawn suit up here. I mean, through this area, not a problem, but getting up to there could be a problem. And getting up to here, coming back could be a problem. Silver. God, I swear this looks so familiar. Have I played Star Wars Battlefront 1 or 2? No, I haven't played those. I've played Stranded Deep and Raft. I have done a lot of Stranded Deep, and I did Raft back when it was still on itch.io. I've played it since it came to Steam, and I'm not impressed with the Steam changes. I find it was better when it was still an itch.io game than it is now on Steam. I think it was a much more enjoyable game back then than now. So I am not going to play Raft anymore anytime soon. And yeah, we're just in one of those little areas. I just didn't know that place existed, or it just didn't exist previously. Because there's that. So I got this. And you just go in there, and we're you're in. Oh, look at that! It just glitched it. That silver too. Yes. Oh. What are you doing? I'm up here. How did he hit me? That is not how it's supposed to work. So yeah, very buggy in this area. So, two ways to get here. If you want a shortcut into the, further into the ice spires, cross from the Snowfox Base dock. Just cut through that ice, swim through, get to here, you gotta weigh in. But no prawn suit, so you're gonna need to be able to bring in your thumper, do a thumper thing. Or what might be possible here is with that activated, I might be able to bring the prawn suit in this way. Of course, it goes back to getting, once you get through the portal, you get up there, if you get outside, getting back in from that side. I think it's just going to be, it's just a shortcut to get back through to here once you've got it activated. And that, means, if I'm right, that's pretty close to one of the spots where you get ion cubes, so they may have placed that there so you can use it as a way to easily get back if you know the teleporter's there. Alright, so yeah, something new that I had not found yet. That's interesting. And yeah, got that. I'm not gonna worry about any heat fruit right now. Let's say, oh, frozen river plant, right? Is that this one? No, it's not these. It's, which one is it? Where's that one I have to make the purified water with the tablets? Man, it looks like it would be this one. I'm not getting anything off of it. I mean, it's frozen river plant. Or frozen whatever plant. I feel like that's supposed to be it, but I'm not getting anything. It's not like I really need purified water tablets and all that, but you know, I've got them. I was going to try use them. Yeah. You want to get back into gaming with a good game. I mean, it depends on, do you want an early access game? Do you want a completed, full released, you know, polished game? Because, you know, I wouldn't go by what the game says it is, like what the devs say it is. 'Cause, I mean, there are games, there's some games I've played in the past that recently went full release, and all the reviews say this is still alpha state, you know, that say the game's not finished. So, I mean, if you want a good game, if you want a building game that's very open for building, you know, do Minecraft or something similar to that. Maybe Creativerse, something like that. If you're wanting something new that's being developed that might be similar to that. You could try Scrap Mechanic, though for me, I think Scrap Mechanic is going to ultimately be a struggle because of the game engine and just the performance of the game with that engine is just too low performance, but it's similar in style to Minecraft. It's very early in development on the survival side. Grounded I have not tried yet, but from reading all the stuff on the reviews, like, you know, there's multiple reviews, people saying game's too short right now. You can complete the actual story stuff in the game within an hour. You know, there's people who play an hour, finish it, start to end. So outside of just, like, you know, I could easily beat this, you know, or Subnautica in a short time. Just the storyline, I stay and build. They say that's kind of the other part of Grounded right now, and it doesn't have as much, so I got Grounded on my list, but I am not jumping in yet because I don't want to get 3 episodes or 3 live streams in and then be like, well, there's nothing else to do. You know, there's nothing else at this point I can do with it because the game just doesn't have the content there. So I am holding off on Grounded until it's a little bit further in. I've had too many problems in the past jumping in too early with a game in its development state and running out of content to do and be like, oh, I'm gonna do a game, you know, video series, and like 3-4 videos in I'm like, well, I have nothing else to do. What am I supposed to do now? There goes my video series. That's why in some cases I live stream the games if I'm not 100% sure how much content I'm going to get out of it. You know what, I'm gonna put the other ion cube, that way I have a spare ion cube here. We'll put some of these here. And we'll just toss that. Oh, wait. Yep. Still actually have a good bit of titanium at the moment. I'm going to keep it that way until I build the rest of the solar panels. Then it'll be a problem. Alright. And you know what? It doesn't need to be frozen, but it's water related. It could go in there. Oh. I guess I'll just put this here, because that other one's for salads, specifically. So, yeah, it doesn't look right. Everything's glitched because I'm high up. Open air, the storms cause problems. It either turns white or it turns black for everything. But I'm going to grab those. Actually, I've got Snowstalker fruit. Please. Don't have enough. Actually, let me grab. That's way too many of these. I don't need that many. Because you get 10 leaves off of them. 4 of them is overkill for sure. So yeah, we're gonna make some more lovely spicy fruit salad. It has quests in the game. Okay, I mean it's still a fact. I mean, there's a lot of people saying there's just not enough main content to it outside of just wandering and doing stuff. So I'm giving Grounded time to get a little bit more, get some more updates. Once there's some more updates, I'll probably end up buying it and giving it a try. But until there's more updates, I'm just not even gonna worry about it right now. Again, I don't want to jump in and get done with all the content very quickly and be like, well, there goes the videos, the live stream, etc. You know, I don't want to end up unexpectedly cutting it short and have to wait a little while. Plus, I don't know how fast they're going to be putting out major updates. You know, some developers are very active in putting out steady, large updates, and other developers, it's like, it's been 6 months, here's a somewhat large update. You know, some development groups, studios, are a little slower depending on their situations. They might be, you know, it might be this is their hobby, so they're working their full-time jobs. It's understandable, you know. This way, you know, some games might take 8 years to get to a point that they go full release and are still not at a full release level. They're still in an alpha state because they're not polished enough. And there's games I've played games. I've got a game that, you know, went full production, out of early access when it was still very much early access. And to the developers' credit, they have continued to add new content to the game since then. The game, The Forest, the developers have continued to add more to The Forest. In the end, I mean, they added, what, the crossbow and the hang glider after full release. So, you know, it all depends on the development studio, but I'm basically going to give them time. I want to see how the studio operates. I'm tired of buying games that end up becoming abandonware. I've bought games that were flat out, you know, the developers did nothing with them in the end. That they basically said, well, we're done. This is all it's going to be, and it was... Oh, wow, my power is really draining. I'm not getting enough off the solar panels to keep things going. Oh, yeah, I've got games that I bought without looking at the reviews, without giving time to see how it was. It was just like, oh, it's on sale, I'm gonna buy it, and found out that the game hadn't been updated in 2 years. It was just put a sale and get some more people to buy it so you get more money, but not do anything to update it. Alright, we're gonna take some more copper. Actually, we'll grab that titanium so I can get that out. And there we go. We'll get some more solar panels. It's interesting that it's relying so much on the bioreactor, it seems. Oh man, yeah, I can't place it the way I want. Alright, Private Sonic, if you're still with us, this is definitely another one of those things where thank you for reminding me about the snapping mod. I will probably throw that on this if it's available at full release, just to make it easier to place stuff like this down. Because I still don't get why have it reverse back to a default state if I'm like, oh, I'm placing it like this. This is how I want it rotated. I build it, and then it reverts it back. I don't get why it does that. Why it would be implemented that way. So yeah, I'm definitely looking at possibly putting
Seek shelter.
snapping mod on this game after full release. See that? Yep, out. How we doing? Almost 3,000. And sun's up. We're getting a lot more power. It's just 2 water purifier or water filtration units burning through my power very quickly. Okay, and we'll do that. I mean, I wasn't in danger of really running out, but I do want to still fill this in so we have more. I'm thinking I'm just going to do all the way across like this and then the outer edge, and I'll add the extra row on the back side as I have supplies available. Look at that going. They update once a month? Okay. Again, I'm giving it time just to see. And if I was going to pick a game to start now, I've got games I bought on the summer sale. I haven't even started yet. I haven't even installed yet. That, you know, I bought them because they were on sale. Good deal. And is, you know, early access games that are getting really good reviews.
Weather approaching.
And I'm like,
Seek
okay.
shelter.
Worst case, you know, in the end, I'll have it for cheaper when it goes full release. But I really, I tend to buy games and then it takes me 2-3 months to ever get around to playing them. And I really should be playing them like right away to make sure I'm not just leaving my money out there with a developer that is making a product I don't believe in. There we go. That's a few more. I'm not even doing the spacing anymore, like worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's going to line up just right anyway. I'll do those around, or that. This side is going to face that direction. And gotta get inside and warm up. Gotta rub my hands together thoroughly. So just shy 3,000 power capacity now, and it, yeah, that's 500. It's just draining from this one first. Like, period. Alright, what else do we have? Well, if I could build this hover pad inside. I didn't do jukebox speakers everywhere. I did have that new disc. Oh wait, we do have that new disc. I forgot about that. Or wait, did I put speakers? You know, I get the bases mixed up. Alicia, thank you for the subscribe. If you're with us. Server storage, you mean like the data storage and regular Subnautica, the modded, not this. I'm definitely liking that one. I mean, it takes getting used to. It's not like, I mean, initially I was not like, oh man, this is amazing, because it takes some getting used to the difference in interaction. But now that I'm getting accustomed to it, it's good. It's helping. The big thing for me is ultimately on that mod is being able to put everything in a smaller amount of space with a lot more storage. And again, I like the auto sort lockers, so definitely like the fact that I can easily sort stuff by filtering with the servers. You know, it's interesting. There are some things that I would like be different, but you know, I understand it's partly how the game allows it to be done. Also, a matter of whether or not it's, you know, realistic or not. So that's the disc we just found. I don't know if this is gonna get me demonetized on this video, on this live stream for that. Get the
She breeze in the knee deep snow, crank up the heat beat, cause
All
I'm gonna need mo. Haven't had a car, but
I feel like
to meet is he.
we've got so many emotes in here for like reactions, responses. We need a dancing one where she starts like breaking it down, you know? That would be funny to have. Like, oh yeah, you start the music up and you do some special, you know, trigger,
Stabilizing.
some keyboard trigger, and then she just starts like, it does like a little dance sequence or something, you know? Emotes, I think, like how No Man's Sky, you trigger an emote, not an automatic response to something. And again, that turns off every time I leave, or every time I load the game. Wish they would stay on. I want my little misters staying on so it smells nice. Well, if we had an emote for when you walk into an area with the mister, or when you turn it on, a couple seconds later you hear, and you know, it's just like deep breath, like it smells so much nicer. You're just like, ah. What if we had that emote? I feel like that should be a thing for it. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, man, we are past our 3-hour mark. I wasn't even thinking anymore about time. Okay, so let's save if I can do this. Recap. Yeah, so base is pretty much done what I can. There's not much as far as no decorations mod in place right now that I'm using, so I can't build all the decoration stuff. But I did get this. I cannot build from here to here because it's that overhang on the water. It says it's too tall. Again, I hope they change that in the end, because that is going to be a very readily modded thing if they don't. But we did go over here. So if you go to the Snowfox base dock, when it loads in at some point, there it goes. You go here. You know, you got the Snowfox base. You go up in that little corner now. There's the gate you can scan, the teleporter. You go straight in the water from there. See the cable. Go where the cable is. You go here. You cut that with the laser cutter. And you kind of have to wiggle the ice piece that falls out a little bit. But you go through this whole long tunnel. I'll just shortcut over to here. Come up. Oh, somewhere. You come up in the tunnel. Did I mess it up? No, I did. I did. There it goes. It's just not rendering in again. So you come up here, you hit the dock, you go up the elevator. Do not use your inventory while you're going up the elevator. Do not eat or anything, because I did that and it dropped me through the elevator. And, you know, took half my life. But you go here, bring your ion cube, you got this teleporter, you activate, teleports to the Snowfox base. You have this spot. It's also accessible from in the glacial basin. And I really think this is meant to be a case of if you're not wandering around with your prawn suit, that is part of this little connections between them. Oh! Gulp! The snack time. I do like that animation, at least. It at least gave us realism to it. That's how they survive. They eat the snow stalkers. So, alright, for reference on this direction, this, when it renders, the frozen river piece that, you know, one side you can walk up, the other side you can't. So, oh, I didn't even look at that, because this, that was built before the last update where they changed the land-based hatch to be the little platform. But if you're here and you're seeing this side with the flat piece, it's over here. Going along this way. Again, waiting for stuff to render. Say, there it is. So you'll go inside through here, come up this way, and there's the ladders right there, brings you up into this area. You go in, you just got that teleporter, takes you to the Snowfox base. I feel like it's meant to be a shortcut back if you happen to have an ion cube. Of course, granted, you have the ion cube, you gotta drill it. No, we got that spot. I want to say this used to be, I want to say, part of that shortcut area that I could use to get in. But yeah, it takes you kind of over into one of these spire areas, which is a nice little touch. But it's definitely meant more for returning the first time than going out there. So, yeah, carry an ion cube. You know, easy way really was through that little tunnel. That's the way I would say go. Go into the water, go through there, activate it, and then that way, if you happen to be wandering through the base and you find it, you can use it to shortcut your way back. But that's the new thing we found today. Other than, of course, if you go into the void, you'll be attacked by 2 chelicerates, and they will rip you apart quickly because they do a lot of damage. They're not going to drag you around. They're going to just bite you like a little appetizer that you are. Or, you know, if you're not in the sea truck, they'll gulp you down. If you're in a sea truck, you'll take a few bites and they'll destroy it. So, yeah, there we go. Now, I'm going to do this. We're going to go here. Because I want... Where is it? Come on. There we go. Just takes a moment. Has to meditate on it. We're going to do night. And spawn 200. Or wait, that's right. It's afterwards. Again, I'm thinking of a different game that uses certain commands in that structure. Whoa! Now this, alright, you asked earlier about the RTX with Minecraft. This is a game that something like that would work well. If you've seen the new 3000 series demo stuff with the marbles, the realism on that, this game could benefit. Like, look at how that flowed right there. That would benefit from that exact type power to be able to handle the realism of it and have the graphics up so super high. But I made a mess with my oh, that's the spores went away. They either glitch or they despawn. I don't know which it is, but we'll do the same thing again. Bam. And the other ones, oh, kind of, yeah. They fall through. That's all. It happens. They fell through the terrain. Auto sort stuff with the screen to see inventory and stuff to pull stuff out. I mean, I like some of that stuff, you know, like that. Good Minecraft modding websites for Java. Go, yeah, CurseForge is one of them. That is the ones I used. I really liked because again, it goes back to how it implements. I mean, yeah. The change with the auto sort thing in Minecraft, I didn't like the interface for it, the way you interacted with it. I much prefer to be able to go into like a locker or something like that. Now, the auto sort lockers in Subnautica work just like regular lockers, except you can auto sort them. What I didn't like was the delay on how long it took to auto sort, but you can adjust that if you want to. I didn't want to make it too fast. Part of it is also performance. I like the new data storage mod. It just takes that interface, takes getting used to, you know, dealing with that. And I am seeing occasional bugs with it where it, even though an item's there, it doesn't act like I have it, so I have to go and take it out to use. But for the most part, I like it just for the amount of storage capacity. I would not, I mean, if you want to use a mod pack, go ahead. I did not use a mod pack for the reason that I want to be able to customize which mods I use and how they interact. So I did not want to use a mod pack for that reason. Some of the mod packs I looked at, fine, interesting, but they had stuff in there I was like, you know what? I don't want that. I don't want that feature. And then it's like you start taking stuff out. Why not just start putting your own stuff in? So I built in and started using mods piecemeal one by one, and that way I could see when they had an interaction problem and do something to try and fix it. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to spawn vent garden 100. It should be this. No, okay, can't do this. All right, spawn small vent garden, because there's large vent garden. Okay, it did not work. This is where I'm going to break the game. That's why I save. You know what? I'm going to just do it in the sky. Spawn. Large vent garden. 10. We'll just do 10. Oh, and they stick together. They didn't do the collision explosion thing. Oh my. Oh, so many spikes. What's this? Alright, we're gonna use this. So, nope, it didn't glitch. I went too tall and or too high up and it messed up. So we're gonna do spawn snow stalker 100. Now I break the game. Hopefully I don't lock up the stream too on this. They're not even falling. Okay, what happened with that? It's not even falling. Mr. Sloth, thank you for joining as a member. Welcome aboard. Thank you for that. Glad to have you on board. So, they're not falling down. That's interesting. That's not happened before. Usually they fall down. Okay, we'll do this again. Boom! You see that explosion as it launches them out? It actually kept launching them out. Am I just not in range? Is that the problem? Are they too far away from me where I'm standing at my base? You know what? Let's do this over here. Love how much of a difference the terrain renders first and then changes. Okay, better. Still not falling. Oh, there they go. They're like delaying the calculation or something. Okay. Spawn Cryptosuchus 100. Go. Eat. Attack. Fly it somewhere. Ah. Yeah. I need fluid intake. All right. Final one. Let's see. Mr. Sloth, you are the newest member, so I'm gonna give you the choice. Do you want to see 100 chelicerates or chelicerates, or do you want to see 100 shadow leviathans? I'll give you the choice on that. We're gonna bring Timmy up. Timmy, I know we're running behind, Timmy. I'm sorry. We're going like a half hour longer than usual on this. So Timmy, I'm sorry. We'll go out in a minute. He needs to pee. So Mr. Sloth, what do you want? 100 Chelly Bellies, or do you want 100 Shadowy Buddies? I'll do either one. I'm giving you a moment. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it. Because usually I do 3 hours. We're way past 3 hours now. Or not way past, but we're, half hour past. So, let's see. Leviathans? Alright, so, well, they're both Leviathans. I mean, the Shadow Leviathans and there's the Chelicerates. They're both kind of Leviathans. So you mean the Shadow Leviathans?
Emergency.
So just put, Shadow? Okay.
Seek calorie intake immediately.
Shadow. We're gonna do, alright, spawn. Shadow Leviathan 100. Wow, it didn't even act as bad as the Snowstalkers. There they go. All over the place because that collision thing that does. But we got, let's do, there's dancing. There they go. They're dancing for you, Mr. Sloth. And they're trying to eat a crypto. I gotta stop saying crypto. Somebody's gonna think I mean crypto from Destroy All Humans. That's also crypto. We're doing our 100 Cryptosuchus right there. See if they start eating. Go! Do something! Yes, they're attacking them! Creature fight! I like doing this. This is fun. Sometimes just goofing around with the console commands is more fun than playing the game. Merrick, thank you. You don't have to do it. Just share. do that. It's just the members, you know, I like to give them extra little bonuses. So, that's gonna be it. We are done for today's live stream. Thanks for hanging out with me and Timmy. Timmy, you wanna hop up here? Wanna hop up? No? 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 Ah! Alright, he's probably gotta go outside. I need a break. I've been sitting for way too long. But thanks for hanging out with us. Normal, you know, schedule as always. 4 videos a week right now and 2 live streams a week. And we'll be doing more Subnautica this week, more Scrap Mechanic, and back to No Man's Sky and Below Zero with the live streams. Hopefully, next week we might have a new update. Fingers crossed. Everybody hope. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks again, Mr. Slaw, for joining in as a member. And you know, I got a member. Thank you. Oh wait, see, I'm gonna. Mr. Sloth, you also donated. Thank you for that as well. And you know, I've got to scroll back because my it went too far. Sanchez, also, if you're still with us, thanks for the donation earlier too. So thank you all, everybody, for hanging out. I'm Mr. Spicy. That's the Timmy. And we will see you guys next time.